Hey, everybody, welcome to the Art of Relationship Show. It is Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. We are going to have a lot of fun tonight. I want to kick it up a little bit and have some fun as far as remembering what was the best, the funniest relationship aspects you've had going on. As you can hear, you hear the puppy in the background. I'm doing the show from home. So we are going to kick it off very soon, talking about funniest moments in your relationship. And I'm going to sort of help you use these to kick up your relationship connection. Okay. So pay attention. And you know what? I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is the Art of Relationship Show.
Welcome to the Art of Relationships Show. Greg is Detroit's love guru, a licensed professional counselor, a relationship and sex specialist. The Art of Relationships Show will cover crucial elements in rebuilding the trust, emotional, and physical intimacy in your life. No more tit-for-tat arguments. Greg gets to the root of your challenges in a rapid, matter-of-fact format, plus applies compassion and humor. Join in discovering how to improve your romantic relationship and your own life. Yes, Greg also helps the single people out there. So listen, laugh, and climax. Greg is a licensed professional counselor, though to many, he's known as Detroit's love guru. The Art of Relationship Show is copyrighted. No use of the show in part or full is permitted without expressed written consent. The Art of Relationship Show is for mature audiences. Parental advisory is highly advised.
And I'm back live, people. We're going to kick it up a little bit. We're going to have some fun tonight. Going to be talking about, let's face it, some fun in your relationship and give some ideas. How many people we look at all the bad stuff that's going on. We have COVID going on. Racism is at, the highest it's ever been. I want to, have some fun tonight and have you guys laugh a little bit and sort of do some reminiscence of the past aspects or current aspects. Thinking about in your current relationship or even in your past relationship, maybe in future relationships for the single people out there. Remember what has been the funniest elements that you have had going on before. Maybe an example, maybe you went, you or your partner went to go fart, whatever, and you crapped yourself, you pooped your pants, that type of thing. Okay. Maybe you slipped and fell in Michigan, in the winters with the ice and snow in the winters, you slipped and fell. And what was going on that you can sort of laugh. And a lot of people might be afraid to be embarrassed. They might be afraid to, oh my God, I can't let anybody see me. I want these moments to, to go away. Don't be embarrassed. Sort of laugh about it. Maybe you slipped in the shower and you didn't hurt yourself. I'm not about, hurting yourself. Maybe, you went to go get in a car and somebody's watching you, your partner's watching you, and you get in somebody else's car. Those type of things. What are some elements? And I'd love to hear your stories as well. And you can join in the conversation below. I was hoping to have the toll-free call-in number working tonight. Unfortunately, I didn't get that set up right time enough. So that will be kicked up next week for sure. Okay. So going after, the funny moments in your relationship. A lot of people look at the negative aspects. They look at those situations to where, we always key in on the negative. We key on what is not working. Hey, Tony, hey, brother, what's up? Thanks for showing up. We look at, we tend to focus on, what our partner doesn't do right, what maybe we don't do right. We get criticized. We are so focused on negative attributes. I want to sort of break that a little bit and look at the positive aspects and using humor to shake up your relationship and bridge a huge connection aspect for you in your relationship. Because let's face it, when we laugh, when we're able to be silly with each other, and sort of laugh at our trips, our slips, our falls, that type of thing, we tend to feel more connected, right? How many times do you feel more connected with someone when you're joking around and laughing? Think about even with friends, right? Friends or maybe family members. You can share certain stories with each other and laugh about it. It makes you feel more connected. It's the same thing with relationships, okay? It's the same thing. Again, it's not a right or wrong. It's kicking up, looking at those silly aspects. And that's what I mentioned. Sometimes it sounds gross, but we go to fart and we poop ourselves, that type of thing. Maybe, have you wet yourself that you couldn't make it to the bathroom, that type of thing. Or how many people, you start watching some, TV show, whatever, and it makes you cry that you're laughing so hard. When was the last moments you've had that you've actually laughed together? And I know with COVID, it's very, very difficult. Okay. And I usually don't promote, I usually don't go out promoting other shows or anything. And looking at, I was crying. We were crying last night watching Cuckoo. Yeah. Like your Cuckoo type of thing on Netflix. It is freaking hilarious. And going into season 3, I'm not going to give it away. Freaking was in tears rolling, going on. It might be one of those things you walk in, your partner is on the toilet and oh my God, you walk in, they didn't shut the door all the way, or you think no one's in there. You open the door and they're on the toilet and it's just a big stink fest type of thing. And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I can't breathe. You start coughing. So these are some things that I want you to be able to go after and, look at how many silly stories, how many fun episodes have you had, and think about this. And I even, throw this up, with clients in my office about when was the last time you guys laughed, that you joked around and trying to reminisce, and it gets people more connected to remember these things. But also, what? Can you have these events that pay attention what goes on in your daily life that you can laugh about and have fun and not be serious all the time and not look at all the negativity aspect. Hey, Marla. Hey, what's up? Okay. Oh, someone, my history. My history is the fact that nobody's going to love you again because he beat me down so bad. But guess what I'm getting out? You know what? That's good. And I get people that, that's not a fun story to hear when somebody gets criticized all the time. But are there still funny times? Are there still funny episodes that happen in your life or in your past that you can share and, sort of sharing your stories? Even maybe growing up, there was a funny episode that happened with your siblings, that happened, with your parents at one time, whatever. Maybe you were laughing at, maybe your dad or whatever is going bald, right? And you're out and the wind's blowing or riding a bike or drive, in the car with the window down and you got the hair flap, going that you laugh each other. Or maybe the time when, your mom come out of the bathroom and had toilet paper stuck outside her pants, that type of thing. Or, back when people wore pantyhose, that type of thing. When you can laugh and joke around, or maybe somebody, puts the wrong soap in the dishwasher, they put liquid dishwashing soap in instead of dishwasher detergent, and it creates so much foam and all this stuff, it gets all over the place. You can laugh about this aspects, and you can look at, that we laugh about it. We have fun. Yeah, there could be a mess to clean up, right? Something boils over and you're, oh my God, what's going on? That type of thing. Laugh, joke around, and have more fun in your relationship is a way to connect a lot more. What I'd love to also hear, some other relationships. Hey, Tony mentioned, I don't fart in front of Karen, but when those ones just sneak out, when you sneeze or one, yeah, that's right. You go to cough and or sneeze, one just get embarrassed and it cracks Karen up. You get embarrassed. Do you own it, Tony? These are things that we can laugh at. We can love to laugh at, and these little things. And it's the one things that tend to be, that we're not prepared for. We're not trying to plan or be intentionally being funny. It's one of these life events that you don't even recognize or whatever. And there's a lot of times, how many, maybe you've been on a trip, you've been on a, vacation with each other, and you end up going to a hotel room, and you walk in, or you're, whatever, the door's not locked in a hotel room. You walk in and it's somebody else's. And, oh my God, and they're getting it on. I remember a couple was laughing about this, was years ago. And it's one of those situations. The wife is, waiting for them in a hotel room. They were at a relative's wedding. They got a hotel room, and the husband walks in, clueless, didn't have anything idea. She was waiting for him naked. He walks in, and there's a bunch of people, friends and stuff that he brought to the hotel room, and she's naked, waiting on top of the bed type of thing. Yeah, this stuff really happens to people. And I don't want to, make fun. It's not about making fun or bashing each other or criticizing each other. It's about laughing with one another. And it's very, very difficult when maybe our self-esteem is low and we get easily embarrassed. Instead of being more confident and say, you know what, funny stuff happens. And sometimes life has happened, we fart, in front of public, like Tony mentioned, we can sneeze, or, we go to cough and we let one rip. And we know, right? We know, people, that you are able to, you laugh about it, right? We can, just make fun about it, because funny things happen to us every day if we pay attention and not be so serious all the time. And I know it's hard out there with COVID and, people losing their jobs. These are serious things that we don't laugh about. We need to incorporate funny things that happen, and a daily thing. So the funny thing is, it's so, how many people, you wear, your shirts inside out type of thing, right? And it's very noticeable. You end up I've done this before. I think we all have. We have one color sock on, and one's maybe blue and the other one's brown, or we're in a rush and we throw on, we have one brown shoe, one freaking black shoe, or, one dress shoe, one tennis shoe, that type of thing. And we're rushing and we walk out the door, and it's just, a lot of people have been there. They can laugh with you, not necessarily at you, because a lot of people have been there. Yep, I've been there. You go into a store, right? Grocery store, lumber store, hardware store, whatever. You walk in, oh crap, what was I in here for? And can you laugh about it? It can be frustrating, but you can turn these frustrating elements into something that's a little more fun. That's a little more funny. It's one of those things that, your kid is, maybe 2-3 years old, and it's funny when they have a swear word at home, and then you're in the grocery store full, maybe in church, if you go to church, or in a grocery store, and the kid, lets a swear word just rip right out, and you sit there, oh my God, you're so embarrassed. Why can't you laugh? Because you're embarrassed. Oh, we're bad parents. Yeah, you know what? A lot of more people are with you than not with you. So those elements can be very, very funny. They can be hysterical if you allow them to laugh, that type of thing. Okay. And look at them. Examine, when was the last time you actually laughed together and played around? Hey, Tony, he mentioned, we were making chocolate cream pie, so Karen's got me stirring the pudding. Is that your keyword for something else, Tony? For some time, waiting for it to thicken, and it just was happening. Then I finally realized that Karen never turned on the burner. The funniest thing, it happened again a couple years later. That's funny. You're waiting for it to thick. Oh my God, how come it's not thickening? Or you're cooking something, and why isn't it browning? What's going on? And after a half hour later, boy, this is taking a while to cook. And you realize that the stove's not on, the oven's not on, that type of thing. Or you forget to turn on, push enter on the microwave, whatever, these things can be very, very funny if you share them with each other. And it's even more difficult. That's why I say rehash these elements. You know what? Reminisce about the funny things that have gone wrong in your relationship that have been, off the wall hilarious, and they can get you more connected. It's more scary. I'm going to be honest, though. It can be scary because when you're not connected, it's hard to look at these things. Oh, you're just making fun of me, right? When we are not connected, we tend to get more defensive, or I should say a lot of people do. Oh, you're just throwing that in my face. No, I thought we were laughing. We're having a good time. I'm not throwing it in your face. Use these times to get more connected, okay? You laugh. How many people I know, Michigan, kayaking, canoeing is huge in Michigan during the summer months, right? You don't want to go canoeing in the winter on the ice, right? But a lot of people go on canoe trips and, the canoe tips over. And hopefully, you swim or have life jackets on, that type of thing. But, you laugh. These moments are hilarious, moments that you get caught out in the rain and you're like, oh, screw it, type of thing. If I had hair, I'd be, worried about my hair or whatever. I might joke around, oh, damn, my hair's all wet, right? And I'm bald. These are things that you can laugh at and make fun of. And how many people actually can laugh at themselves? I'm asking you out there, how many of you can actually laugh at yourself without taking things so serious? There was times, years ago, it was a bad winter here in Michigan. And my car was parked out on the street or driveway, something like that. And there was like literally four times in like 2 weeks, I went out and slipped and fell on my butt on the ice, right? And I'm like, and each time, seriously, I'm not making this up. Each time, those 4 times I slipped and fell on my butt, there's a car right there slowly driving by watching me. And I'm laying on my back. This is just me laying on my back and waving, hey, what's going on? And laughing my ass off, okay? It's little things like that we can go and do these things that, it's part of life. It happens. No, it's not about getting hurt. It's not, I don't want anyone to get hurt or anything like that, but to be able to make fun of ourselves, to be able to laugh and not be so, conscious and look at, oh my God, I'm all embarrassed. And I know a lot of people with self-esteem aspects, they have a hard time doing this. And that's where I also help, couples and individual couples to become more confident, more, self-assured, to be able to laugh and enjoy these things and not, take it like you're getting criticized or getting bashed one another. And these are things that we need to look at. Okay. Can we look at the funny things? Oh my God, we laughed so hard. It was so funny, that type of thing. Or, like Tony, do you swim under the water and then come up and shake your head like you have hair? Yeah. You know what, Tony? Actually, I haven't gone swimming in a long time. When I was a kid we have the Detroit River, St. Clair River that ties Lake Huron, and the current's wicked. I used to swim all the time. And I did have hair at one time, but lately my ears get so plugged. I get like swimmer's ear, that type of thing. So I haven't swam that much, and it's great exercise. I like it. It's just my ears are, get plugged. But going after and all these things, you go out, maybe you run outside and you forgot, you're in a rush and you forgot to put pants on, that type of thing. You run out and their neighbors are, what the hell? And you're laughing, Can you laugh about this stuff? Because it's one of those things that you can think about. Oh my, even if you hear funny stories in the workplace or relatives cracking up, can you share those things to share a laugh with each other? And it's one of those things. Oh, I can picture me doing that. I can picture you doing that. Yeah, I can too. And you make fun about it in laughter and joking around. I tell you, I can almost guarantee it'll help you feel better, not only within yourself to release all that stress, but it can make you feel more connected. How often did you guys laugh and joke around when you first started dating or first got married and had fun, that type of thing? And when was the last time? What happened to that laughter? And I know I hear it. I get it. life, Greg. I hear it all the time. We had kids, worried about now we got bills to pay, rent to pay, mortgage to pay, car payments, insurance, all this stuff where life hits, but we forget to laugh and we forget to look at the funny stuff that happens to us maybe on a daily basis, that type of thing. How many times where, Tony brought up about cooking and the stove wasn't on. How many times have you started cooking, you're cooking, everything's all great, whatever, and you forget a key ingredient and you go to eat it and it just tastes like crap. Okay. You're like, oh, it makes you do one of those things where you're like, you close your eyes and gag, that type of thing. And you laugh about it. Oh my God, I just ruined dinner. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry, whatever. So what? You ruined dinner, but you can have a laugh about it. These are things that, they make life happen. They make life fun. And these are things that you can joke around with each other and laugh about each other, right? Okay. How many people, maybe guys, can relate to this, right? You go out, you shave type of thing, and you're running late, whatever, and you run out the door and you have shaving cream all over the place, right? you forgot to wipe the shaving cream off, and it's like, oh crap, that type of thing. Or yeah, Tony mentioned, or when you use the grill and you run out of gas, right? Or how many times, man, I can make it that extra, half mile to the gas station, even in cars, not only the gas grill. You know what? Yeah, I can make it. I know, especially the old cars, when I was young, the old cars, you thought you had enough gas to make it somewhere. We run out of gas all the time, right? And you're pushing the car and you're whatever. How many times have people been there and thinking about, damn, I ran out of gas, right? Now the new cars, right? They ding, ding, ding when you have 20 miles to go type of thing, right? It might not be as easy to run out of gas, but they're still older cars that you go out that, oh, Tony, you mentioned, I love it. Or toilet paper because you cut yourself when you're shaving, that type of thing. Yeah, I've been there. I've been, that type of thing, right? Or how many times, let's face it, can it be funny? You have a big honking zit pimple, right? And you think, oh my God, it's so gross. I get, yeah, okay. But you know what? Oh my God, I got a freaking crater on my face to say, oh crap, get more zits now than I did when I was a teenager. Can you make fun of it and own it and not be so insecure, not be so, whatever. And I know, it's not funny when you have a big zit on your face when, say you have a big zit on your face, you wake up and you have a new job interview and you're like, oh crap, even guys put makeup on it, but can you sort of make fun of that even during the interview? And make fun of it. Yeah, I get big zit, whatever. I didn't know what to do. I tried to, yeah, you want to tell them to pop that puppy. Yeah, that's it, right? But, say you have that on you and you run in, yeah, woke up with this big crater and oh, how embarrassing, with the interview. And I'm like, oh, crap. Part of your personality. And that actually might get you hired for the job because they know you can, you can be human. You can be that type of aspect. And a lot of times, personality matters when a job interview, even in relationships. Okay. How many people want to be around somebody that is serious all the time? That is, very stoic, it's not easy, right? You're like, oh man, and you're just trying to get away. Tony mentioned, I love that. Yeah. Don't mind my third eye, the big old honking zit right in the middle of your forehead that you can joke around with somebody, or you can make fun of people. How many people now I'm getting gross. This should be X-rated type of thing, right? Where, how many people have a partner, usually women. I don't know what it is. Women have this fetish about popping zits, right? And you might have, big zit on your freaking back or whatever, and they want to pop it. These type of things, it sounds so gross, but they can be funny, that type of thing. Or, people, how many people have watched the 40-year-old virgin? Most of America has, right? And when he's getting waxed, his chest waxed, there ain't no way in hell, man, that would hurt too much. I'm going to admit it. but it's funny to even think about it. Or, you know what, maybe I should get my ass waxed, that type of thing. It's funny to think about and share these stories with somebody, with each other, to engage in laughter, to engage in like Tony lives in Florida, but with sunburn in Michigan. Yeah. Do we get sunburns? Yeah. Who knows? I guess now we do. We've actually had a hot summer, but you peel the skin, they're peeling you like you're a freaking lizard or whatever, peeling the dead skin off of a sunburn. These are things that you can laugh and joke around with, right? How many people have fell out of bed, fell out of bed in the middle of sleeping, whatever. I have a habit once in a while, and I'm happy-go-lucky most of the time. I don't get angry that easily at all. I'm pretty chill, but I'll end up fighting in the middle of the sleep, whatever, freaking doing martial arts or whatever in the middle of my sleep and freaking laugh about it. Or, you accidentally, you're fighting whenever you fall out of bed and you just sit there and laugh. And these are stories that we've all been through, right? Or we can relate to very, funny situations, or like Tony mentioned, falling out of bed during sex. Maybe you wanted to end up being out of bed during sex, right? Or you are, and I've also done, Tony, I'm glad you brought this up. I did an episode a couple years ago, and I think I redid it a year ago, about the most embarrassing sexual experiences you've had. And maybe I need to do a show on that again. I'll talk about the one, embarrassing that you can laugh about. One time I went to go stick it in, I hit the wrong hole, and that type of thing. That you can laugh about these aspects, right? Instead of, oh my God, feeling embarrassed. Instead of feeling and I tell people it's part of emotional maturity to be able to look at yourself and laugh and own embarrassing moments that we all have. I've had a bunch of them throughout my life. I'm sure most of us have, but so many people try to cover it up and try to protect them and make sure nobody sees them, that type of thing. And when we can model that, even to our kids, that we can be human, it makes us better parents. It makes us, even, people around us, it makes them feel more secure with themselves, knowing that, oh, they did that and they're okay with it. That we can all be human and not be perfect, okay? And bringing about the laughter, bringing about the hilarious episodes, even though they might be embarrassing, right? That you can, just laugh and have fun. There might be some gross situations, we can go into, talking about a bunch of, movie episodes where they, poop in the tub or that type of thing. And I'm laughing. Okay, it's a guy. Maybe, and some people, oh, that's not funny. We all have a different, maybe, sense of humor of what we feel is funny. Some people love dry humor. Some people like sex humor. Some people like where some people slip and fall and get hurt humor. There's not, I don't want anyone to slip, get hurt, whatever. It's like, that type of thing. But we all have a sense of humor. And it's like, what does it look like? Some people can't ever joke around about, sexual faults, like falling out of bed type of thing. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Why? Laugh about it. Joke around about it. I'm not about, it's not about laughter, about disrespecting somebody or, being critical to somebody. Never about that. Or, criticizing or joking around about someone's, race, color of their skin, culture, that type of thing. And, we can all make fun, have fun, but not at somebody else's, sort of not at someone else's stake. Okay. Have fun, joke around, increase more livelihood and more opportunities that you can laugh with each other, right? Maybe you go, you go to, okay, I was making a drink one time and, a drink, an adult beverage, oh yeah, like Caddyshack. Absolutely. American Pie. There's so many that we can think about, laughing about. And maybe you go, you're making whatever your adult beverage is, and you end up, grabbing something and you pour it in. Oh, crap. You grab milk instead. What the hell was I thinking? We laugh, we can joke around, we can have fun if we allow ourselves to be human. That's what this episode's all about. And the trigger are the funny episodes, the hilarious moments that you have had and shared throughout your life with your partner, and even the moments you shared with your partner that can be funny. How many people, got, the directions wrong and you're in the opposite direction and you're going on vacation, that type of, oh, crap, can you laugh about it? Or do you get so irate and irritable and embarrassed so much? That type of thing, okay? Relax, have fun a little bit, right? We don't want, of course, life altering where you're losing your job because of it, or it causes a divorce, a breakup. No, but have fun, have a little levity in your relationship and go back and think about, the funny times you've had in your relationship with your partner. Even the single people out there, think about maybe a past relationship where you did have fun at a certain moment, or how you want to laugh with a future relationship, how you want to be. Do you want to be less embarrassed? Do you want to be not sort of be so looking over your shoulder and so tense all the time, trying to be perfect? Laugh, have fun, and chances are, when you not afraid to be embarrassed all the time, or be that what do I want to say, that insecure with worrying about being a certain image in everybody's eyes, you tend to attract somebody that is more positive for you, and you tend to have a great connection. Okay. I've seen it many, many times. So have fun. What has been funny in your relationship? Okay. What has been hilarious that you can share with each other and reminisce about those episodes throughout your relationship or marriage that have been funny. Okay. And think about it. We can be embarrassed. Oh my God, it was so unfunny. We all have embarrassing moments. Okay. So have fun with it, and you'll start feeling more connected, more laughing, more smiles with your partner than you ever thought possible. Okay. So check out my website, The Art of Relationships Show. Oh, sorry. My website, theartofrelationships.org. See, I just had a brain. I just messed up. So what? Laugh about it, right? Please, you know what? Go to my Facebook, my public figure page, Detroit's Love Guru. Check out my YouTube page too. Subscribe to that. I would love it. I'd be very, very appreciative to it. And Tony just mentioned he just farted. There was, oh my God, what was it? Night before last, I had gas so bad. And I'm like, I didn't even eat anything to cause gas. I'm like, what the heck's going on? A good thing it didn't stink, but it was like nonstop. And it's like, what the heck's going on? We can laugh about it, right? We can look at these things. Okay. Again, my website, theartofrelationships.org. Head over to my public figure page here on Facebook, Detroit's Love Guru. Please like the page, follow me. You know what? I want to help people have the relationship they crave, and also help them become the person they want to be. Okay? Simple. Check out my YouTube page as well. Subscribe to that. And you know what? I appreciate it. Thanks so much for the support. Peace and love to everybody out there. Okay? Everybody take care.